And we are live, and Just Jeff is here. Hey, Just Jeff.
Righty now.
So, Andy, did you go shooting?
Okay.
What?
The hell? Oh,
Did you go shooting?
I thought I turned it off. It was off, but I turned it on. The YouTube side of it.
Let's see. We got Jag is here, and we got someone else coming on the panel here.
Somebody's got nothing to do tonight.
Want to place a guess?
West Covina. Wow. I say it was early for Rowles, so.
Okay, say something. Okay, we're good.
We had an echo before the camera. Still got a little bit of echo, but not that.
You went muffled again, Jim.
I went muffled?
Yeah, you went muffled again. When you let in West Covina, you went muffled.
Okay, hold on. Let me mute me.
He's echoing a little.
Now you're okay.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Hold on.
He's echoing. Echo.
Hobbies is here. Hey, Hobbies. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
You're muffled. Echo.
Testing.
Now you're good.
Testing.
Okay, how's that?
Testing, 1, 2, 3, muffle test.
Nope.
No, you sound fine.
Maybe it was West Covina echoing you.
Okay, it's a good no. Well, now we know it was Pat. Cat.
Last week too, then, huh? Okay.
But his microphone is off right now.
Yeah. Turn your mic on.
Yeah, he sounds fine with the microphone turned off.
Go ahead, talk to him.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
You okay? You okay?
Bam.
Radio check, test.
So your background, I heard something about men being on the women's basketball team, and where did that go? Where did it end up?
They have a sincerity test now. You know, the two NBA players tried to join the draft, and they said they weren't sincere transgenders.
Okay, they're testing the waters or having fun or something.
Yeah. All right.
They should have a transgender league. That'll solve that.
Yeah. Why not do that? And then if you have funky laws in your state, have a trans bathroom. So at least the kids and they can live regular lives and not have to deal with that.
All right, side chat. What's the W stand for in WNBA?
Women.
Nope.
Woman's?
That's Elmer Fudd there. It stands for Lesbians.
Oh, boy. We're going to get kicked out for this. That was pretty funny, though.
I can't believe you make videos and you put outtakes of movies in. You put in full songs from a band. I put the little thing at the beginning. Chuck Connors going ding 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 with the rifle, and they said it's got copyrighted material on it.
Mhm. That's right. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah, but what you play, what you do is copyrighted too, and they let you go.
Yeah, the last one I had to check it, upload, and before I even did editing, I uploaded it and checked it on private, and
Uh-huh.
all it told me instead of no, it told me that you might have a problem being monetized for this video, which I'm not monetized anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cha-ching, now I can go back and edit. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time editing,
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything much. The opening scene of him firing off whatever 7 shots, that start last 20 seconds, and they told me that I'm copyright infringement. I don't think so because it's the copyright ran out on that a long time ago.
Yeah, I did one where he shot my ear off. He shot my ear off.
Yeah, yeah,
Wasn't that Clint Eastwood? Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know.
They just figure, he's an old guy. Like, oh, well, no, you're an old guy too. No, that theory doesn't work, does it?
No.
No, it's all computerized anyway. There's no humans watching this stuff, giving you a crap. So there's ways around it. Sometimes you get really pissed because you had the perfect song, the perfect video, and boom, took you right out. So
I was enjoying like cutting excerpts out of some of the old TV westerns and trying to use them, and then they started attacking me.
yeah.
Left the rights in New York.
Yeah, but I don't think they care where you're from. If you're in the U.S., like, okay, sometimes with music or a scene, they will say, what do they say when they give you a warning? Anyway, I'll go, crap. You get the email, and then it says, then you go and check it, and it says, this song cannot be played in Russia or something. And I'm like, who gives
Oh yeah, well, that's something different. But that's,
but they do that too. Different countries have copyrights.
yeah, I don't care about that. But I mean, it's like freaking God. All the actors in the Rifleman are dead. They're all normal copyrights.
Yeah. So anyway, Pat, what do you think about the best news we've heard in 92 years? Even though everything's gray area.
It's going to be good for us either way it goes. So the DOJ and ATF, they want to appeal it really bad. But Trump's already said, don't fucking appeal it.
No,
so if they stick their hands up to say, I want an appeal, bammo, get rid of the bad ones.
Well, the DOJ is on board, so I don't know where you heard the DOJ isn't. And then the head guy of the ATF, he has an SBR, so he's kind of a little more friendly than they were. Okay, under this administration, and then Trump said, "No, we're not appealing anything. Everyone stay in line." And he's been watching all this stuff going on and people's replies and everything, and he's like, "No, we're not screwing with that."
Oh hell! If he went the other way, if Trump would have gone and supported the NFA, he'd be toast.
Yeah,
yeah. So it's all good, but I'm not ready to print a silencer on my printer yet.
Nope. That's why I only did thread protectors, just to check, or my son did, just to check the threads.
No 1/2-inch 24 to 3/4 by 8 adapters for oil filters right now. Yep.
No, none of that stuff. Old one guy is here. Hey, old one guy. So anyway, everything's a gray area, but it's natural because it was kind of a quick thing. You know, it's a quick thing.
I don't know. I went out shooting today. I just got back.
Nice.
So I forgot my hearing protection. So I took about 7 shots and then came back. Because the real thing I wanted to test is I couldn't see the fucking front sight on my trap door. And I needed to try glasses out, you know. So I got that done and I figured that out. But the guys next to me, you know, 100 yards down the road, full auto, Tannerite. It sounded like a fucking Vietnam War zone there. So
Oh well, they're having fun.
yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much, you know.
Yeah, but no, this is really good, and I say in a couple days, a lot of these questions will be answered, you know, through the ATF DOJ, because everyone's like, hey, you know, gun shops. The worst thing in the world to work at right now would be a gun shop. You'd have a migraine in 1/2 hour with all the phone calls that morning and today and all week. You know, people asking these questions. Can I go buy a can in your shop? You know, and until they get rock solid information, they're not going to do anything. Now, some shops have sold with the 4473 already, like Herrera did. You know.
Yeah.
Some had the balls to do that, but that's not very smart because, man, that can come at you hard.
Okay, the problem I heard was that in the 68 Gun Control Act, they're still considered a Class 1 firearm. Even though the NFA doesn't apply, the 68 Gun Control Act applies for, you know, fingerprints and photographs and all that shit.
Yeah. Everything just needs to be cleaned up. It was a sudden thing, and no one's ready to clarify all this crap. I don't care about SBRs right now. I prefer a pistol brace because it's a pistol. You can transfer it from state to state without letting them know. And there's a ton of gray areas about that also. If it's done under 4473, there's different laws on. Okay, right now, if you have a can that you registered, right, the old way, you can take it on a plane and go to a state and shoot it there, that legal state. With the 4473 can right now, you can't. It has to stay where you signed off on it. They'll change that. You know, there's so many stupid stuff they got to change. Anyway, KFW is here. Hey, KFW. So, so far, printing your own 22 cans, my dream is to throw them away when they get dirty. I hate cleaning cans, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's my dream. And by then, they're wearing out anyway. And you can do them in 9, 45, 22, whatever. You beef up the bigger cow. That's my dream. And we're so close. And that is one of the easier laws with all the gray area going on. That one's a lot simpler because some states like Montana, they're getting screwed right now the way their suppressor law is written. And a few others, the way they're written, it screwed them over. So now they have to, their own states have to rewrite their little laws. And just because your state is on that list with the GOA and everyone else, Silencer Shop, all that, that doesn't mean that's just for law enforcement and all those other people. So it doesn't mean you're fine either. So they got to clean that one up. It's a mess, but it's a good mess. It's a great mess. And there's 2 more lawsuits coming real quick. So it's a great day to be alive. Yeah. And some states that aren't friendly will, if it goes federal, they will have a way better chance. So, where other states, California, probably Washington, you're screwed. You're good luck with that unless you totally overhaul the voting system over there. I feel bad for the gun stores. Oh yeah. Oh, I was working a gun shop when Obama got elected. Just that alone, and then everything dried up: black rifles, powder, primers, ammo. Just that alone burned your ass out the first week. Let alone this stuff going on. This is even worse. Can I get an SBR? Can I get a can today? Why not? How come? Well, these guys, could lose their business. That's how come. And a lot of people don't have any tolerance for someone trying to protect their business. Yeah. So yeah, I would hate. Oh, I pity the guy. I don't even want to go to a gun shop and bother them and be an extra person in there. That's all they need right now. All right. Anyway, it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. No one's seen this before. No, ever. First, the tax went away, and now this. You can just, oh, baby. So, and as far as machine gun goes, it's way cheaper to get a FARC or a super safety. We just got a 3-round burst one. It's inexpensive. Any AR, it's cheaper, and they work. Some, depending on, you might have a finicky gun or something weird. We have some that work 100%. Okay. And it was a drop-in thing, and you can drop it back out if you want. And then you have your choice, semi. I like the three-round burst idea the best. So there's that. So I don't really care about that.
No, not 3-round burst for you. That's 2 trigger squeezes, 6 rounds. No. Math is wrong.
If you only knew. You only knew what the 223 stash looks like, or the 556 stash looks like right now. Just about all my 9 is gone because we got a little blurping pistol 9 that runs like a champ. Little AR. Oh my gosh, that thing runs good. And yeah, it's much cheaper. So why the big machine gun thing? It's evil anyway. Just let that be on the burner for now. Yeah, people need to calm down. I mean, give it some time. That's the first time in 92 years. Let's give them a couple weeks, okay? To straighten out specifics, especially printing. That's, I mean, if you can we could probably do 10 cans at once on this when it's legal. And then when one gets dirty, maybe we mark them. One gets dirty, we huck. We definitely cut it up so the garbage man doesn't get it. You know what I mean? We'll dispose of it properly, put it that way.
Yeah, burn barrel.
Yes, stinky. No.
No, I'm just thinking I'm going to start buying Streamlights now.
You can go on eBay and get kits or anywhere, Amazon. Just get your Sullivan traps. You got your threaded ends already. We want to weld up our own though, but we got to wait. So Before you know it, I'll be trying G96 lube so all the evil guns will freeze up. G96 is awesome. Doesn't freeze up. You talking about the spray? Once fired suppressor, twice fired. We already, there's already designs out there. So it's just get. Oh, it's good now. Boom, hit the button. 10 are made, just like that. I want to see my babies all over the desk. Oh, my babies. And do you know how light they're going to be? And you can reinforce them. We've already been looking into all that stuff because people have been doing it on Form 1s. And why would anyone, pay a tax stamp on a plastic can, But people did 2 years ago, So anyway, there's that great stuff. Even more good stuff has been going on. So not even just that relation. So there's a lot of good stuff going on lately. And I had to throw that. He was talking about copyright. I had to throw that Moody Blues video up. It's so goofy. They all got their 80s mustaches, even though it was back in the earlier. Hilarious to me. It was hilarious, that video. Just watching them play. This Jay giving me crap. Let's see. Thorzax is here. Hey, Thorzax. So, yeah, there's a lot of dumb stuff going on. Not only people bothering their gun shops, but people replying to these videos saying, I'm going to get the hacksaw out right now. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, don't you freaking dare.
Holy shit. Tin Man sighting.
Tin Man is here. Where's your glasses? I broke them, Tin Man, and I need to find the exact style. So we got to find the exact style because it's kind of retro. So maybe a dollar store or Wally World or something. Low magnification. Don't worry about that, Jerry. Jerry Parker's here. Tin Man is here.
I was just thinking of Tin Man. I've got door problems here. The doors are sagging, and I'm replacing some door locks. Mm-hmm. So I needed to buy golf tees. Bamboo golf tees for the holes. And yeah. I'm thinking, Tin Man, he probably does the plastic ones with a little, notch in the middle. No, I need old-fashioned, unpainted bamboo golf tees.
Yeah, just some Elmer's glue or Carpenter glue and shove them in there. And Vanessa Kitty is here. Hey, Vanessa. The plastic number 2 fasteners is a good snap cap for 22, by the way. You just keep turning them around. If number 2 is the same size it used to be. And they're 22 snap caps, in case you don't want to dry fire something. Rugers are okay. Pistols, rifles, you can dry fire those. I think you can even dry fire the Taurus TX22. Yeah, I think you can dry fire that. Anyway, you're talking fasteners. Number 2, unless they change, used to be, but don't go buy a box and trust me on that. Just test one.
Yep. Tin Man, just, after a couple of weeks, imagine the groundskeeper on his hands and knees pulling out the half tees from the green or from the driving, whatever you call it.
The tee box.
Yeah.
Mower picks them up anyway. Oh. So Andy, you were cleaning up your wife's Model 60 Marlin. That's a semi-auto 22.
Yeah, but it's a Marlin, not after the other company got involved.
Huh. There was a few. I think there was a few off-brand made, cheaper ones. You know how Sears would sell them, Penny's would sell them, all that stuff. Kmart, and call them Doug Williams or whatever. You know how they did. What do you call it? Cross. It's even in the books. Cross branding. Oh shoot. There's a whole section on the book you look up to estimate prices, which is always wrong anyway. But there's a whole section on cross references, so you can figure out what that was.
Yeah, just it was never. I know I took it apart once, but I didn't do a heavy cleaning. It just took care of some of the areas, and that was it. And it was good for a while. Then she started having, I don't know if it was fair. I think it was more of it was feed issues. It just, but I just got to. I'm cleaning. I started doing it. Like I told you, I took the magazine tube out, and I couldn't push the spring, the end in. It wouldn't go in. It was like stuck. So I took it apart and cleaned that all out. It was actually the spring was starting to rust. So I cleaned that all out, and that's done. So that was the one I've never done before. So there's only like 2 guys that have a video on it, and one guy doesn't do a good job. But the other guy talks about, be careful when you push that pin out. The whole other go flying up. I go, well, yeah, it's under pressure, but it's just So he made a block that holds it with a hole on, with a groove cut in it, so the whole piece of rod sits in there. So you can hold it, pop the pin out. It went through into a hole in the wood, and then he could, pull the rod out and be safe. I had no trouble taking it apart. Once I realized spring pressure that it was under, it was easy enough. Putting it back was a little bit of a pain because the whole lineup, it's like if you got that front nose on clocked it one way or the other, the hole doesn't line up on one side. So that was a little bit of a pain, but it went in.
Cool.
So tomorrow, hopefully, I'm taking apart the rest. I'm going to put everything in, put the loose parts all in the sonic cleaner for a half hour, an hour, whatever, while I clean the barrel and the chamber area, the areas inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like when 22 semi-autos, you don't clean them a long time, and the oil and everything, it just turns into this caked yellow gray goo, just a dry, obnoxious stuff to clean Kyle is here. Hey, Kyle.
Kyle.
I have an old Remington pump that never gave me a problem.
Yeah. Well, 22s are dirty. That's why I want to print 22 cans. They're dirty. They're filthy little animals. But we will wait. We will wait if it takes a couple weeks to find out for sure in stone, written in blood. Then we hit the button. Yeah. Turkey is in the pot. Yes, we have eagles and hawks. Someone out the kitchen window before the chat.
Yeah, we've gotten quite a few. What do I call ospreys? I guess they are,
Mm.
and eagles nesting areas on Long Island that are growing in eagle population.
Yeah, they made it illegal, and there's no natives plucking feathers anymore, so they're all over the place now.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're going to an area that had basically none, and all of a sudden they're coming back, that means these birds are flying
Mm-hmm.
possible long distances to get somewhere, and they're the only one at first. So who knows?
Yeah.
But we've got a few. We got pairs. We got babies. The whole 9 yards. It's a bird that I've always admired. Not so much because it was like our bird. It was just a magnificent looking animal.
Yeah, I had $4, no does at all. I guess they do this every year. I think Ozark calls them gangs or something. I don't know, but I had $4 with nice racks on them all together, 7 in the morning, and I'm recording, and I wasn't recording. I had all 4 of them walking in a row. They're just eating in the yard. Yeah, where's a picture of it? Yeah, I got a picture. I got a picture of one, but they look like this, each one of them. Look at the rack on that.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're fuzzy right now. They're kind of mangy on their fur, and their horns are fuzzy right now. But that's a pretty good rack to see 4 of them like that together. I'm hopefully they're not over tagging anymore. It was either that or the mountain lions, because they changed the law on the mountain lions to make it easier to hunt them, and that might have done it. But it's been a while since I've seen $4 with racks like that all together. So,
but no weasels, and I haven't seen a baby turkey video. Where are your turkeys, Jim?
Turkeys come around like once it starts snowing or wintertime. That's when they come up here. I don't know why. They hang out down below. No turkeys. Rabbit population got better last winter. No weasel though, no white weasel. So I'd love to see another white weasel. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
So yesterday, I go out the front door and you hear the little tweet of hummingbirds yelling at you. You know how they go. Like, get out of here, you fucking asshole. I got a hummingbird nest in the tree in the driveway.
Oh, weird.
With baby hummingbirds. When it's 110 out, I don't know how the poor things live.
Yeah. I've never seen the nest, but we put some feeders up. I told you that a long time ago. One year, we had to take them down. It was so obnoxious, so much fighting. We must have had 30 of them bombarding us. I had old videos where I'm doing this. And then, you son of a bitch, finally had to take the feeders down because it was obnoxious. It was. We couldn't take it anymore. So, because too many of them, if there was 5, okay, that's cute. And then, of course, we get them in the garage stuck all the time. So, no. They're cool. I like them. We revived a couple that were half dead, because they don't quit flying. Yeah. So I like birds. I like all birds. So we just had a bunch of in that birdhouse by my truck. The dad is really cool. He's blue with a yellow head or whatever, and some yellow on the wings. I look out, and the wind was so blowing so bad that that birdhouse was going like this, and I was wondering how did the little chicks not get seasick? You know, I got to redo that. Yeah. Anyway. Got 18 on here. Jeez. So it'll be a short chat tonight. Probably Andy length. I don't know. I didn't get any sleep. Just Jeff is still here. Lead poisoning. He's not there. So traced it. They're just pets to me. I don't hunt. So I don't hunt anymore. I hunted when I was younger. But no. They're just pets. Unless I really need, to eat, then boom, it's right there. Rabbits, deer, whatever. Even those bastard squirrels. But they're gamey here. They don't eat corn, They eat sagebrush, and they're gamey. I've ate them, I'm not that good of a cook to hide all that gaminess, so it doesn't interest me at all. I'd rather just watch them. Texas 6 is here. Hey, Texas 6. So, yeah, the only thing that gets it around here are the ground squirrels that become real big pests, and they're huge. We still want to hit one with a bigger calibers, like 44 hollow point and stuff like that, just for the hell of it.
Coke can, frozen Coke can.
Oh, yeah, I know. My son wants to tap one with a pistol AK. I'm looking at one right here. He wants to tap one with that. So, I don't know. Minnie's been doing great on the chipmunks. They're the worst. They're the hardest to shoot because they're so fast. They're not going to sit there and, wait for you because we don't feed them, So it's more sporting. If I put a bull out there and I had 4 squirrels sitting there, that's not very sporting. But when they're moving around, especially a chipmunk, you got some work to do. I mean, you got to really, hunker down with your 1022 or whatever. Yeah, those are nasty little bastards.
Yep, 3-round burst.
He wants to do that too. He wants to blurp. He wants to blurp a squirrel also. I don't know.
Now out here, I've had a on and off pigeon problem, but when I got here, I've been back and forth a couple of times. But when I got here, I brought the pellet pistol, and I pounded on the windows to shoo them away. But one of them was like, "Fuck you, motherfucker! I ain't leaving." So I got the pellet pistol out, shot it twice, and it flew away. But word's gotten out. No fucking pigeons for a week straight.
Mm.
You just need to make one example.
I do like the pigeon with balls. I would have probably left him alone if he's that, if he's that brave. No. Okay.
No.
You could tie a note to it, like the old, World War II spy days.
Could tape a hand grenade to it. Have it find home.
Uh, you okay, Andy?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and unplug. So if not, give me 3 seconds to reboot. All right. And 1, 2, 3. Boop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's garage time. Oh. So anyway, we've had rain, which is really good because of that fire by us, and just cooler weather. Now it's warm again, 85 in the garage. But it's been pretty good. We had a good week for the moisture.
Yeah, over here it's thunderstorms from hell, flash flood warnings, civil defense gets on the radio. It's really bad that way. But the last 2 days were the first 2 days where it's been under 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And so today was the last day. Tomorrow it's going to be 101. So I had to do shooting today.
Yeah. Now, if you needed earplugs, just pick up a couple cigarette butts. Or just cut up a rag or something, piece of shirt. Improvise. So did you see your front sight with your new glasses?
Yeah, but then the target was all fuzzy. So I need weaker ones. Okay, the problem is that front sight is like a razor blade. It's super, super thin, really hard to see. And then the notch that I never saw before on the rear sight, it's got like a buckhorn, but then there's a tiny little microscopic notch right in the middle. And you're supposed to put the razor blade in the tiny little notch.
Yeah.
I wasn't seeing any of it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2.5s it worked out. I went to the dollar store and got some 1s and 1.5, and I'm going to try that out next time.
Okay, I've tried different glasses. I can't. Some red dots I can do, but like you say, you either do not see the sight at the target at all, or you see the sights, or vice versa, or the rear or the front. One of them. And so I don't know how guys shoot with glasses. Texas 6 does. I thought about getting special glasses that are pistol length away and then rifle ones.
Red dot.
Definitely need them.
Yep. Now, the fun part about today is I had these 485 grain black powder loads, 4570. Somebody had hung up frying pans on an IV thing out there.
Like Uncle Jim, when you guys came over, my crappy little slingers, yes.
Yeah. Well, the first shot took the frying pan, the one behind it, and the whole IV thing, and started 20 yards down. That was good for one shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. The ghetto frying pans. Yeah. So I got new ones to put up. I'm 10 seconds away. I'm 5 seconds away. I even got little Mickey Mouses, silhouettes, different sizes. Just need to hike out there. Not digging that idea right now. But yeah, we got nothing to shoot at right now. The target blew away, the paper target, and then the swinger went down. And I think I have a little 4-inch out there at 70. And once you hit that thing, it just wraps up. Yeah. So, and I do have your bottles. They're like when you walk the trail, they're on the way. So I can go up to the boulders and shoot down at those. But even those are like cockeyed right now. They're all hanging this way. But they're shootable. We'll get it together. We're just waiting for good weather. If it's not muddy and not too hot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the winter. I got all the guns up here now. So lots of fun time.
Let's see. Just Jeff has a device that sticks on his glasses. One of those little, what do you call them? Apertures. Ocular. I should have just read. Kept reading. Ocular. Yeah, I thought about that. Do that with some just plain clear glasses. I even tried my driving glasses that are bifold at the bottom, driving at the top. Nah. I don't know how you guys with glasses do it, but I see a lot of people shooting with glasses.
I shoot with a scope. I don't have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shoot by Dan Watson. Got the dot on it. And that shoots pretty good. I have no problem with that.
Okay. Let's hit this. Yep, I gotta figure out something because eyes are getting worse and worse and worse.
There's a point where those magnifiers don't work. Because there's more going on in your eye than just needing magnification. And so eventually they become no good anyway.
The red dot magnifiers?
No,
Oh.
magnifying glasses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like the red dot magnifiers. My son has one that's 5 power. Oh, that's on the belt fed, right? And man, it's like, damn, I can see. Yeah, and then it's got a red dot in front of it. So that is a good combo, even though it's like weird looking and bulky. That's a good combo. That might stay on the belt fed because it's perfect. And then it's got the EOTech type aperture. Yeah. Little dot in the front, in the middle, and then the bigger circle with the crosshairs on the outsides. That thing is so easy to hit with. I might put magnifiers on dots and just call it a day. I don't need to see 30 power.
I think when you get our age, it's time to switch to a blunderbuss.
Well, I have kind of, yeah.
Yep.
Well, that brings up the ruling again. SBRs I'm really not super interested in because pistols have better rules and laws with a brace. However, I do have an SBR that I did a long time ago when I bought cans. But what was I getting at? The son wants a short barrel shotgun. Okay.
Yep.
Once this is passed and everything. And
what do they call that? Bonnie and Clyde Auto 5?
Yeah. No. So I told him, you know what the pattern on those are like, even in the house. Preferably if you're going to get one with a choke. So you have options, like screw on chokes. but that doesn't do very well. Chokes don't do well with double odd buck, so or even number 4. It kind of squeezes them and makes them pattern weird. So yeah, maybe down the road we get us a shorty just to celebrate, and he wants a double barrel short. He wants a coach gun, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be legal now to just get the hacksaw out.
Well, not yet. There's clear. You can't just go hacksaw right now. Let them clarify all these little things. And the tough part's going to be who's clarifying it. You don't want the ATF clarifying it because they'll screw everything up. So, yeah, this is going to be a weird couple of weeks coming ahead of us. But it's a good weird. It's a really good weird. Again, my dream is never to clean a 22 can ever again.
Whip it. That was it.
Yeah, they chopped everything. Yeah. So my favorite is, they cut the stock on the BAR and the barrel. So you had this tiny little BAR that Bonnie is shooting, with it's just hilarious. That thing had to be loud. And that's 30-06, so. Huh. Yeah, we'll see what they bring. There's no reason you couldn't do your own anything, SBR, shotgun, get the hex out, print your own cans. There's no reason now not to be able to. They just got to clarify. Depending on your state, of course.
Yep.
But it's good times. I'm glad I saw this before I croaked, It's like, it's kind of like the king in Braveheart, his last minutes, and she whispers in his ear. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, some FFLs are doing it. Yeah, they're doing it anyway before they're 100% sure. It'll be nice, it's 5 minutes, paperwork done, gone. So nice. And I know, Ricky, if they clear that up, you can,
I'll be right back. That beep noise was me. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I was going to say, who's playing with the microwave?
Well, I hope it's nothing serious. Yeah. So that's really exciting. And there's some other good rulings that have been happening lately. Oh, you can carry in a post office now. Oh.
Yeah, you can't do anything in New York, so don't even talk about it.
Well, that's another good thing that just popped up out of the blue is I hated going to the post office, having to pull your gun off, leave it in the car just to get your mail. Now you don't have to. That is awesome.
Well, I always laughed at those things. I could carry my gun, but a place I can't bring into, I can leave the gun in the car. The gun's not being safeguarded when I'm not there. So how does that work as a law?
It's just a major inconvenience anyway, So especially if it's in the waistband and stuff, you're like, geez, I'll get back in the car. Usually I'll just open the door, do that before I sit down. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good stuff coming. I'm very optimistic. I have been, lately, Ever since they dropped the tax, I've been very optimistic on, if it wasn't for that stupid, what's her name? What do they call it? She was a Quaker or some shit. I don't know, and she ruined it in the big beautiful bill. Anyway, Quaker. Somebody help me with that. Not libertarian, not Quaker. It's something like that. What she has?
Quacker.
No, she was the one that put the kibosh on having to do paperwork on NFA items during the big beautiful bill. I can't think of the. Anyway.
There's so many stupid ones I get confused with their names.
Well, she had no right to do it in the first place, and we should have had to. I think we needed 60 votes to tell her no, but I think it only took. I don't know. I thought the vice president could do it. I don't know. Anyway, that really pissed everyone off. Now we're back to okay. We'll see. So yeah, good times. I really don't have an interest in a short barrel shotgun. I'm happy with 18-inch barrels. They pattern good, but yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be fun. My little 20 gauge blunderbuss is a 19.5-inch barrel, even though it's only this big. The break open. So it's totally legal, but hell, that's small as it is. So. Here, let me put a link down here. Oh, what time is it getting? I gotta check something out. There's
almost 9. Well, 9 here.
Yeah, there's a big fight. I want to see the outcome. Starting right now, probably. No, not yet. Okay. Anyway, major underdog Dagestani is going to probably clean his clock and take him to the ground and do what they do. And then he's going to have the record for 17 wins in a row. Dwayne is here. Hey, Dwayne, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going, Dwayne? Good to see you. What else is going on? How's it going over there in New York, Andy?
Yeah, it's pretty bad in the city.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming out and blocking streets, doing their prayers things and all this crazy shit.
Oh, blocking streets.
Yeah, well, less than a mile from my house, and I never got anything in the mail or anything on the news. There's a mosque going up.
Yeah.
A big piece of property. It's 3 lots they took over.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Texas 6. I was still curious. You never did a video on what happened to one of your Vaqueros that needed something fixed on it, out of the box or whatever. Never did a video on that. So I was just curious what happened. We have one Vaquero. And it's nice. We should shoot it some more. But I was just curious about that. So, hey, Penny's getting a couple. That's great. I know she likes that lever. I know her times have gotten really good. Yeah. So you guys are doing good.
Well, he said yesterday she shot and then shot again, and the second she was 7 seconds faster. She got faster twice that day.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, it kind of all of a sudden clicks. You know, you got once you get that comfortable state going, then all of a sudden everything kind of lines up and you just get faster.
Well, yeah, you get in the groove. It's just like
Yeah.
golf. It's like golf. You get in the groove. You have your best round ever. You go out and you shoot even better round. Yeah, just get in the groove. You know.
Yeah, he was talking about that last night.
Yeah.
And I expected to see a video on it. I went up, there was no video. It's okay.
Yeah, I was just curious about what happened to that one Vaquero. If it was a part, or was it stock, or was it after some modifications? I'm just curious about that stuff. I'm still a Revolve guy at heart. So
Yeah, well, I only own one semi-automatic pistol. That's a Browning BDA. Oh,
yeah,
I shouldn't say that. My Hamley 22 for target. But that's a
yeah,
whole nother world. That's a whole nother world of guns. So
that's a trophy there. Yeah,
I mean, that thing is freaking amazing. You don't have to be good. The gun does it for you.
yeah, yeah. Those are really nice match pistols. Very, very high end.
Yeah. And then I have the Ruger, single 6 22 Magnum. That thing shoots lights out for me too. Shoots good. And considering it's not an expensive gun,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I could when I was getting ready to get into the 22 competition. I was looking at the Ruger. I guess back then it was one of Mark II or Mark III's. And I was like really close to putting the money down. And the shop I worked at, knew I was getting ready. And that Hamley came in. He says, "Your search is over for your 22." I go, "What are you talking about?" He says, "I got the gun for you. Go downstairs and shoot it." Okay.
Wow.
I said, "Are you kidding me?" He says, "Go down and shoot it. You won't think about the other guns." I said, "Okay."
And he was right. Yeah.
Just grab some cheap Remington, big bucket bullets and went down there and covered it with a dime at 50 feet, one-handed. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, I would just shoot Standardville in those, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what, he said, "Go down and try it." I just grabbed from the bucket. And I was like, whoa. And I says, "How much for this?" He says, "You sitting down?"
Yeah.
But I was used. I got a good deal on it. There's no question about it. But it was still like twice the price of a Ruger Mark II.
Yeah, but those are collectors. So those in the high end, high standards,
Yeah.
good. They're not going to make them like that anymore. It costs too much. So
Well, they make them. They're still making guns like that. It's just that you got to pay way too much money for it.
yeah, for $5,000 or something. It's more of a custom, nowadays than before. It was the factory making them like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, they weren't readily available over the counter yet. You really had to put an order in for it, but it was, they were out there as you could, I just got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy who owned the store. He was looking out for me that way. He wanted me to, he didn't want me to buy the Ruby. He wanted me to buy the other one you mentioned. And it was like, oh, whatever. And I'm like, just trying to put the money together. And then he comes up with this stupid thing. I says, oh, great. I just got enough money to buy the other one. Now you got this one. He says, don't worry about it. You pay me half of it now and pay it off as we go. It's yours. And I took it home. I mean, it was that's put in the paperwork. Had to go out there and get the purchase document. Came back there, got it, and done.
Yeah, you showed it in a video about 4 months ago, and it's precious.
Oh, I did. Who was it for? I did Garage Guy.
Garage Guy, yeah.
Okay, and because he was talking about Hamley, so I I had the Hamley in another video, older, but I put it up specifically, because he was asking about him. So, yeah, High Standard. Yeah, that was, I couldn't make up my mind between the two guns, but then when the other one arrived, and he said, just go shoot it. I said, okay. And he says, it's like, he knew I was going to buy it the moment I shot it. So.
Oh, yeah, of course he did. That's why he wanted you to shoot it. Just looking at it, you're like, okay, this is nice, but yeah. And then
But I mean, I shot, other people in the club. I shot their Rugers, I shot their High Standards, okay, and whatnot. And it's like, when I picked that Hamley up, it's physically a bigger gun, overall length and everything else. And it's like, it was not any heavier, but it's just the way it felt in your hand, all right. And then when you shot it, you thought you were shooting BB caps. That's how the gun works. There's like, what?
Yeah, and then the trigger and the molded grips.
Oh yeah, well, the molded grips, that was the feet. The ones that I came with it weren't then anything. They really didn't fit my hand too well, and they are adjustable, but just didn't fit my hand well. And back then in the day, Hamley was still around, so they sent me a clay mold for my hand. They put this on the gun, put your hand in it, don't over squeeze it, just feel comfortable, and just give it to us. He says, if it ain't right, we'll rework it and get it right for your hand. First shot out of the box, when I got it in, mounted it up, it's like, whoa.
Kyle says he's now officially wounded by #1 German Shepherd. Kyle. Maybe you should come on and explain, Kyle. Show us your wound. All right, Pat is back. What was the noise anyway, Pat?
That was my oven telling me that the time to bake potato cook was over.
That's what I say. It sounded like a microwave kept going off, or somebody's punching the numbers.
Sounds good. Pics inbound. Oh, geez. Am I getting text pics? All right. I'm going to attempt garage again. Oh, let's see what happens on 3. Oh, yeah. All right. We in business.
In business for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't even remember when I was bit by a dog.
Oh, so I fill up my butane tanks now, propane tanks, I should say. So now I'm ready to start melting down some of the zinc. I got so much of it.
Yeah, I checked our big ones for the house. And usually I fill up in August to get the discount. We had a lot more left over because the winter wasn't that bad this year. It was nothing, So shoot, now I'm trying to figure out. Still get the discount, buy it in the summer, or you wait a little longer. I don't know.
I just got the 20-pound barbecue tanks. I have 3 of them. I keep one's on the barbecue, the other 2 are the backups or for casting. I mean, well, for smelting it down. But I got to start getting into. Today was the first day I really did anything real around here. Almost all summer. I just said nah.
Yeah.
3 garbage cans are cut up of a I don't want to call it a tree because I've always kept it small, but it's still thing was, what do they call those are Shannon's, but it was still 5 foot tall and about 8 foot in round, and it was done. So the base of it started splitting, the tree was splitting in different directions, and the flowers were still growing. So I put that to rest, and so that's the video I was going to make, which I still will make, about something that I got from Temu Cheap, like your blowing machine. And I bought another thing from there, cheap, so I can put 2 of them in one video. They both work great. And I saw that they had chains, more chains for it. There's 6 chains for $7.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hang on, Kyle. I got one of, I only got 2 hats. Okay, hang on. All right, Kyle's coming. Hang on. Let's see, Kyle. Is that you, Kyle, or?
Oh, he
That was
on.
Hang on.
Oh, there he is.
That is me, sir.
Okay, good. We're good. None of this troll stuff. Okay.
No troll. Just new avatar.
So what did your
Uh-oh.
It's good.
What the hell?
I had the wrong button. There we go. All right, what was your question? Someone got an ice cream truck going by or what?
That's my wife in the living room listening to the TV.
Oh, okay.
Pat, what was your question? Is my internet that shitty, or did anybody else hear that?
I heard stuff, but I don't know who it's from, and because I think West Convenience not got audio now. I think.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Okay, I didn't hear you, Kyle. You were muted.
Well, I muted myself because of the ice cream truck.
Or maybe it's a Jack in the Box.
Ding. I should get one of those for a video. Yeah.
Oh, God, here we go.
Oh, man.
You can get the sound bite off the internet. Don't worry about it.
The things I could do with the Jack in the Box. I'm going to have to check the thrift stores.
Can you believe those gruesome pictures, Jim?
Oh, I haven't been to my phone yet. I've been in the garage in the backyard, so I'm coming in.
I'm almost out of super glue.
Oh, geez, that bad.
I can't believe that she would do this to me.
Were
Yeah,
you playing with her, or she just went for you?
Oh, I got her excited. I was in the pool and she was on the side of the pool and she just went bananas. And I can't believe it.
And the pool looks like the movie Jaws now.
Yeah, it had my fat ass in there going "Yeah," from one side to the other. Yeah, yeah. Oh, come on, Jim. Grab your phone.
I'm getting to the phone. Give me a second. Jeez.
I got it sutured up and everything. I've lidocained myself up, super glued. We're good.
You expect me to sprint or run?
Yes.
No, not happening. Not anymore. No.
Yeah, we've been lucky with a laptop tonight. So
The last time Jim
No
sprinted
fast
was
food.
at the moment of conception.
Ooh, you should have waited till I plugged in. But yeah, it's been good. I smacked it. I smacked that battery before we started. And I made sure, I don't know.
Did you make it your good girl?
Yeah, I talk dirty. Yeah.
Take that voltage. Take it. Take it.
Kyle, is that your picture? That's a mosquito bite.
No, it's actually a tooth mark. She felt bad.
Come on, people. You've seen my wounds. Going over the garden, going over the snowplow. You've seen my wounds, and I get mosquito bites.
Hey, I wanted to be on camera and be famous. Okay.
Just giving you crap.
I wanted you to actually check out my new avatar.
Yeah, you got a new guitar, huh?
No.
Let me
A friend of mine made that for me. It's a frog on top of a Gibson headstock.
Oh, I saw the K for Kyle. I thought you got a new.
Oh, it's a winking frog too. Wow.
Yes.
A winking.
One eye's closed.
Oh,
It's one of my Georgia shooting connection friends made that for me.
All right.
Pat is.
I saw your video this morning while I was at work. Apparently, I wasn't working, so I had a couple of minutes to watch your video.
Yeah, that was the one time you were off that night too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said Kyle isn't here. I forget what the reason was. Yeah, he's not here tonight. Yeah. That was funny. That popped up on the side feed. And
That is weird that would just magically pop up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch back then. I remember Nathan, but I don't know if I was typing much in the side shot back then or what. I might have been on that night too. I don't know.
Yeah, he changed his name, so it's kind of funky. He's now the Reloader.
It was the reloading press, then the reloading bench, or vice versa.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it the other night because Jamie asked me to look for it while somebody else was talking, and I just kept looking. I'm like, I'm coming up with nothing. I can't even find it.
I have the link. It's in the sticky.
Right. This was before your video.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think it was last weekend, not yesterday. Yeah, it was last weekend. I was digging around. I'm like, I can't even find it. Now I found something, and that was not it. So,
Do you ever find out what happened to a Mooser after his house fire?
I have not talked to him since we found out his house burned down.
Yeah, he stopped doing videos and lives, going on live with you guys.
Well, that was his new wife, I think, that stopped all of that.
I believe you're correct.
I remember that.
I'm still in debt to him because he made my original avatar, which was on all of my videos, and my original KL avatar.
Tread is here. Hey, Tread.
Actually, I think Tread's the one that found it from 8 or 9 years ago from our very first reloading Georgia reloading connection. I think he found it, and it was like 8 or 9 years ago.
How's it going, Tread?
I'm subscribed to him, but what's he got?
Anyway,
Years ago was the last time he did something.
Chessboard is here. I thought it was Nathan that got married and was back working on cars with his dad and stopped doing videos after that. I don't know.
Well, he did get married and all that, but I think Amuser had the same thing happen to him. Apparently, it's something involving South Georgia, air or water or something. I don't know.
Well, what was funny about the whole thing, and people don't realize it, but 8 years ago, you guys had a nasty gnat problem. I mean, everyone in Georgia was complaining about being attacked by gnats. So it was hilarious. I forgot all about the gnat thing, you know.
I'm glad you thought it was hilarious.
It was. But yeah, what happened there? Because everyone, it was like the plague. And I hate gnats. I hate them. You know, if you're shooting and one's around your ear, you're trying to talk in a video. Oh, I hate them.
Oh, if you were sweating, you couldn't do anything outside in Georgia. It was terrible.
Okay.
You needed a beekeeper costume. It was ridiculous. You couldn't do anything. I mean, everybody that I knew had every single fly strip from Dollar General all through their house and around their house, hanging from their mailbox and everything else. It was ridiculous. No clue what caused it. Probably Fauci.
Well, they'll drive you nuts. We'll get a few of them. Nothing big, but yeah, if you're kind of sweaty and then they right in your ear, and they drive me crazy.
Jim, you couldn't breathe. It was like 8 or 10 years ago. It was terrible. It was right after I moved back from Vegas. It was stupid. I was like, I left Vegas for this.
Let's see what's wrong with my YouTube has been funky lately. You can't reply. There's nothing below the video, and then you have to click on the full-size video and then click one of the icons for quote or reply, and then now it went away like just tonight. I don't know what's going on.
There's no telling.
I don't know. It's some kind of YouTube glitch. I was going to go in and totally delete and find my passwords, but it's fine now so far tonight. So yeah, I have no clue. But YouTube can be glitchy. Open this in a separate window. Why? What is it?
I don't know, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's coming from Tread. It should be fine.
I know.
It's okay.
I don't want to mess with the window though.
Just say open a new window. Right click on it and say open a new window.
It's actually not a quotation, so I can't even cut and paste it. I don't think. Maybe now. No, it's not. It's not in.
See if I can open it up.
Let's see if I can right click it, but it's not in blue or whatever.
Well, you're going to have to do this, and you're going to have to.
It's maps.
Yeah.
Why maps, Dread? Maps.
Just open it up and look at
It's
what it
supposed to be
says.
your house, except there's a big cloud over it.
It says Uncle Jim Trail Overlook. Hiking
Oh.
area temporary closed.
Don't post that, Tread. I don't want a map of my house on here.
That's not your house.
Oh.
No, it's just somebody's got a trail named Uncle Jim Trail. It's like the worm farm.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
the Moon Farm, the Uncle Jim thing. Yeah. Why I chose Uncle Jim, I do not know. And the thing is, I can't change my name now because all of my videos are "Hello, this is Uncle Jim."
It's Uncle Heem.
So I'm stuck. Totally screwed myself after all these years.
But we like it.
Uh,
All right, guys. It's that time.
all right, Andy.
Everybody enjoy your weekends, what's left of it, and we'll see you next time around.
Okay, hope your scope mount works out for you. See you next
Yeah.
week.
We'll find out. Have a
Good
good
night,
night,
Andy.
everyone.
Andy, have a good night, brother.
Okay, I was just looking around the map, and Uncle Jim Trail Overlook is just north of Bigfoot Trail.
Huh. And what state is this in?
Confusion.
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
You're golden.
All right. Good night, Andy. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, I thought he was gonna screen my house. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't. No, please, no.
No, you'd have drones all over. Yeah. No, don't do that to Jim.
Jim,
It'd be
did
like
you ever
Jordan
try the
Nance.
push-up pop frozen water thing for your launcher there?
No, I haven't gone back to that yet. No.
I think that is almost the exact size as a golf ball.
Okay.
It will not fit the Coke can, but I think it is the exact size for a golf ball.
Yeah, maybe a little thin tomato paste can. I don't know. We'll look into it, but I got a lot of really good tips on using sawdust when you freeze the water, so it all holds together. It makes sense. It's fiber, and it'll be one big block. And
You're,
biodegradable.
you're shooting laxatives at society.
But it's biodegradable. That's awesome. No more picking up cans out there. So that should be fun. A lot of fun.
Toilet paper rolls.
They're kind of wobbly, though. They're not totally, yeah.
Fill them up with wax and sawdust.
That could be a fire hazard. Wax and sawdust.
You know, if you're going to
Well-
fill them with wax and sawdust, you might as well fill them up with double-aught buck.
No, that would add a whole lot of weight there. You might could overpressure something. And hey, this is not a reloading advice, period. These are grown men shooting out bullshit.
Baby wipes, right, Pat?
No, I think Jim's still picking up the little card discs to this day, 7 years later.
Yeah, the little spacer plugs or whatever, the back plugs. Yeah. It's like,
It has been a minute since y'all have been together, hasn't it?
yeah, what was that, 7 years?
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. Before COVID.
Oh, yeah. Well, way before that. Yeah. I think it was 7 years. Been a long time.
Hey, I've got vacation time now, baby. Let's do it again.
No, I'm so not ready for company.
You wasn't ready then either, and you had a damn ball.
Oh, yeah.
was
I think
ready
it's time for a surprise toilet inspection visit.
Yep, surprise toilet inspection.
No surprises, please. Definitely no surprises.
Pat, keep me in mind.
I will, but I don't think I'd make it up the trail without getting shot. Maybe if I put a FedEx uniform on.
But you have to leak oil.
Yep.
My son found that trail going all the way into town, many, many miles. And he said one turn had a big splash, but he followed that oil trail. How can a truck hold that much oil? But
Well, it's a diesel truck. It probably holds 12 to 15 quarts.
yeah, and those trucks aren't cheap. The van looking ones, the modern, with slope nose.
Like a Sprinter.
Oh, whatever, like Ford makes, but this one's who makes this one anyway? Those things have to be $100 and something thousand trucks,
Yeah.
and they're just leaking oil. No oil light comes on. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm sure that light had already come on, been on, and been electrical taped over so they didn't have to look at it.
Yeah,
Because when you're peeing that much oil, something's going to come on.
Michael is here. Hey, Michael. Well, what pissed me off the most is not only did they park weird where they left the puddle, but while they're on the phone, engine running, both of them are on their phones, looking at whatever, talking about whatever. The oil is just making a puddle while they're sitting there. If they would have just dropped it off and left, I'd have a lot less cleanup aisle 3. Anyway, that's done. But yeah, that trail went for miles. Believe it or not. I don't know how, but
It's the Uncle Jim Trail.
I would just love to see the look on their face when it just went boom. You start hearing clank, 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 clank. Yeah.
And then it really starts leaking.
Well, they'd probably still be driving it. Oh, what's that noise? Whatever, listening to music. And then boom, just everything seizes up.
Yeah, when the connecting rod decides to mate to the steering shaft, yeah, you have an issue.
Yeah, I just hate to see equipment get neglected like that. It's just bad. No reason.
You could send FedEx an invoice for concrete cleaning for just under the small claims amount, maybe $2,000, and get yourself an M14.
I like the way you think.
Yeah, well, I tried to get a hold of them while they were driving off, just to let them know, hey, you better call your driver and tell him to shut that engine off.
Mm-hmm.
But it was hoops over hoops over hoops getting a hold of them.
Well, that's what they get for using AI to answer the phones instead of somebody else, a human.
You're never going to get a person. They're asking you what you're
Or
trying.
you will, but it'll be November before you do.
Yeah, well, the truck's already toast by then. So
Well, then, congratulations. I'm glad you answered my phone call, but never mind. It's no longer important.
Yep.
Enjoy that $30,000.
But yeah, they should have an emergency line for, bad driver.
Well, you also have to think about this, Jim. If they had an emergency line that would direct you straight to a human, everybody and their mama would be calling that emergency line going, "Where's my package?"
I know, but they could say it's only for if a driver got in an accident or something bad happened or something like what happened here.
But you're still going to have people that get that phone number and will call that every time, and they have to answer it every time.
I know.
So it's their business. Let them run it. Hey, they just spent $40,000. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it, dude. They don't care.
Tack
They're
it
just
on.
writing that shit off on our taxes anyway.
Yeah, that's why they won't care about another $2,000 or $5,000 for concrete cleaning.
Yeah, I thought about that. I should have documented that really good.
I think you documented it pretty damn good. You should.
I don't think you have to do any more than
was
that.
the FedEx truck in the driveway.
Yeah, but I should have had the truck and the license plate number as they're leaving with the trail.
Oh, Uncle Jim flock camera.
I would like a flock camera on the driveway down below.
That's opening a can of worms, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be too long before they deem flock cameras against the Constitution.
Yeah, they're throwing them everywhere. Some businesses, what was it, a gun store? And customers were pissed. Their driver's licenses are getting scanned. And the gun store took them all down. They're like, hey, this isn't our we don't want any part of this. So
I saw at a state park in Florida, Ocala area. There's a flock camera catching your license plates coming in to the state park gun range.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another camera 25 feet away facing the other way catching you going out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is a state park gun range. The only thing that they're doing is capturing information of people visiting and leaving a gun range. So that tells me they're building a registration somewhere of who shoots firearms. Because why else would you go to a gun range, right? Especially in the middle of a state park. It's in the middle of a state park. You have to drive a minute to even get to this place. And they're getting you coming and going.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, why would they do it at a gun store? They just do it everywhere. So
Why would they do it anywhere, Jim? Why would they do it anywhere?
No, my range, the
They
Angeles
voted.
range, my old range, that I won't go do anymore, never again. Photo ID, phone number, email address, and they've got a flock camera.
Wow.
Just to go to a public range. No.
I'll show you my photo ID. That's about all you're gonna get.
Wow.
Unless I'm under arrest, it's none of their business.
Well, I'll show them my ID to be able to get on the gun range. I'll do that. It's like here we have to show them our fishing license or whatever. That is not a photo ID. We just have to show them that we have a license. But I would go as far as to show them a photo ID. Now, when they whip out a scanner and all that stuff, no, I didn't say you scan it. You can look at it.
Yeah.
But as far as the email address and phone number and blood type and stool sample and all that, no.
No,
That's
they wanted my driver's license number attached to my email and phone number for marketing purposes for their database. No. Are you going to give me like a frequent shopper card and I get half off of ammo for my info? No. It's mine. My info is mine. And if you're not going to pay me, no.
And Chessboard, I don't know if you're aware of this, but they also made a reflective, clear spray paint that, if you didn't want certain things to be able to photograph certain things that are your property, you can spray paint them and they're invisible to the naked eye. But according to digital things, they just can't make it out anymore. It's kind of weird. It's available at most of your home improvement stores. It's in the spray paint section. Would you like the part number, Chessboard? I'm not giving out a company or a brand or anything like that, but I can give you a part number. Matter of fact, it popped up on my, hey, did you just look at this on Amazon? Why, yes, I did.
I wonder if they have footage of a flock camera when it meets a cannon.
Oh, yeah, there's a good video of the police looking for the vandals. Somebody took that spray urethane foam to about a half a dozen of them.
Wow.
Yep.
That's not very smart because you're on flock camera doing it to a flock camera. So
Yeah, but if you leave your phone at home and, put on a hoodie, guy in a hoodie, that's all they got.
but they can flock you all the way home.
Not if all the cameras all the way home are sprayed.
I can tell you it's a very popular brand. I'm looking at it right now, and actually the spray can comes with 5 different variable spray patterns to spray this popular name brand pattern. Do you want it a vertical line, a horizontal line, just a regular light mist, a heavy mist? It's $9.97, and it's free delivery August the 20th. And this is right off of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Enough people are making enough stink. Maybe something will happen about all this. I doubt
I'll
it.
put it to you this way. It's whatever brand, 2X automotive enamel, 5-in-1 spray paint, gloss clear, fast dry, adjustable, custom spray dial, multi-surface, metal, wood, plastic, and more. Any angle, ultimate coverage. It's an Amazon choice, and over 6,000 have bought it in the past month, and it has 5-star reviews. I'm not going to give you any more information than that. If you can't find it with that, then I don't know what they. But I think part of the part number is 214, and then there's 3 more digits. Okay, I'm done. Okay.
That's not as fun as other methods, I think. So,
Well, but
I've always wanted to put the LED light bar at, I think it's 514 nanometer infrared. So, it's just a dim bar across, pumping out 200 watts of infrared, blind all of the bastards.
I kind of prefer what I've seen a lot of people do, which I can't believe that they're videotaping them doing this, sneaking up behind and just blowing it off with a 12 gauge. Just okay, but you still put that video on the internet because you're stupid. But whatever.
I like the guy who is, how to surreptitiously cut down an aluminum pole, and he pulls out, a pair of bolt cutters and a sawzall.
Yeah, just random, yeah.
And tries all these in a row with timers on them, and finally a circular saw. Whoop!
Yep.
Done. 5
with
seconds.
the Diablo blade.
Yep. A battery-powered circular saw will take that thing down in 5 seconds.
That Milwaukee 18-volt is a beast, dude.
Yep.
regular blades cut aluminum, depending on how thick, but regular blades will cut aluminum on a circular saw. Ask us how we know.
You can either get the Diablo or let's see, Milwaukee makes the let's see, the axe is for wood, the torch is for metal. I can't remember what the aluminum one was, but it works extremely well. It's very quick, and whatever copper that you may incur in the middle of that cutting of the aluminum, it'll be fine.
There's no copper in the middle. It's a solar panel and a battery at the top. Pole's hollow.
Right. I'm just saying some of them have stuff in the middle.
No hazard.
Hey, this is just from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But I do know there's a lot of copper and up to 3 ounces of gold in the terminals.
Oh, yeah.
But there's that pesky backup battery that if you don't know it's there, it may or may not be able to track a certain person doing a certain thing to a certain place before you figure out it's there and you dispose of the certain component that would be able to make it track you. I don't know. I've just read articles.
Well, where people really get pissed is there's one on the street and it's overlooking their house.
Mhm.
You know, that's when people get really angry because they're watching your front yard the whole time.
That's no. I do not agree with that.
Now I can see where banks and places get robbed and stuff like that, but it's still invasion of privacy. But we got cameras everywhere anyway. So, but now they're putting them every square foot. So
Right.
that's bad.
I'm telling you what, if you put one on my property, I don't care if it's on the right of way or not, I'm gonna maybe have a lawnmower mishap.
Oh yeah, something.
I'm sorry I hit it at Mach 2.
Yeah, something. Something's
I was
gonna
testing
go
out the
wrong.
winch on the front of the Jeep, and oh damn, look what
Yeah.
happened. Oh.
Definitely a gardening incident out front.
Yes, there was a tragic garden gnome invasion, and I did everything I could do to stop it. But apparently your crap got messed up. So
Yeah.
if you really care about it, please come during the hours when I'm home so I can oversee the installation and repair.
Yeah, I'd be pissed if there was one across the street pointed at my house. Man, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I would be extremely upset with that. I mean, I pass by 5 of them on my way home from work every day. I'm just hoping somebody gets drunk and swerves. I don't know. Did you get a license plate? No, you didn't, because we don't have license plates on the front of our vehicles. They're all on the back. So you just got a accident. Sorry. Did you get a picture of the vehicle that hit you? You probably did, but you probably can't retrieve it now. Okay.
Hey, Dave,
I'm going to shut up.
I'll be right back, guys.
Super Dave, what's up, my brother? How you feeling, man?
Oh, I just haven't been feeling good today. I've been run down. I had to go out and do a few things, and man, I'll tell you what, life's a lot harder. Let's put it that way. Life got complicated after this.
I can appreciate that.
Well, anyway, see, the thing is, though, it should be against the Supreme Court for the state to have cameras anyway, because that's an invasion of your privacy. You've done nothing, okay? And for them to track you and have all this, now, on one hand, they say, well, it helps us control crime. We can go ahead and we can, catch, people that are nefarious, that have done crimes, and we can do that stuff. Well, yeah, that's true, but that's not what it's being used for. It is
Right.
being used to generate revenue for the state, and like Pat was saying, they're collecting information, especially they're collecting information to sell to advertisement brokers to make money. Okay,
They have the ability to collect all this information and to pursue, as what you're saying, in the solving of crimes and everything like that. What they lack is the ambition to do so, because there's a whole bunch of lists on a lot of people's desk in Washington, D.C., that they don't even give a damn about knowing about, even though they have to move it every day when they sit their cup of coffee down. So don't tell me this is about safety.
Well,
Never has been and never will be. You're right. It's a money game.
It's a proven thing. The people that are responsible to pay for it, which are the taxpayers, they benefit nothing from it. That's just the way it is.
So it almost sounds like it's unconstitutional.
It is. It is unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional. They're collecting information about you and they're invading your privacy.
I was just making sure I was not the only conscious person on this chat.
Well,
thank you, Dave. You have just sealed my point, sir. I appreciate you, brother.
It goes further than that. It's like going to CVS and they say, "Oh, do you have a CVS account with us, or do you have a CVS number with us?" I always tell them no. And they say, "Well, I can't give you the sales price." And I said, "Well, it's not exactly on sale if I have to do something for it. You see, that's quid pro quo. I have to do something for it. So therefore, you're paying. I have to pay in another way for it.
Yeah, you're selling something.
Yeah, you are selling something, because the thing is, if I put my phone number in there, you're going to sell it to an advertising broker, and I'm all of a sudden going to get all these robocalls, for advertising, and that's against the law. There's nothing different than you parking a car across the street from my house with a big loudspeaker on the top, doing nothing but advertisements, and there's nothing there to do about it.
You are
So,
correct.
we have to watch out how much information we give out about ourselves. So, because it is being sold, people are making money off of it, and they benefit from it, and you don't. That's just the way it is. If they say, well, it's going to be, you get 10% off of it if you, have an account with us, or we have you have a CVS number. Well, what's 10% of $30?
Laser's a good idea, chessboard. Just point a laser at it.
Selling your soul for $3.
Just make sure it's not a green laser.
From your front yard. If they're doing your front yard, just have a laser pointed from your yard. Like,
Don't use a green one. That would be wrong.
why?
Jim, open up your mind. Listen to some Pink Floyd every now and then. It'll help. Okay, you're totally missing. Okay.
Anyway, this is the future. Deal with it. The next is AI robots attacking us, just like in the movie.
Hey, we only have 3 more years, Jim. Terminator 2 happened in 2029.
Yeah,
We only have 3 more years. Skynet is real. It's coming.
it's like spot on. Some movies are spot on. Like,
The Earth is flat.
It's spot on. Star Trek was spot on in spots. So there you go. It's the future. It's you got your big brother. Now you're gonna have robots on your ass. So you better start thinking about what you're gonna use on robots.
270 grain slugs.
Is it a belt fed or is it a shotgun?
I'm not saying that online. Are you serious?
408 3-phase.
Well, yeah, okay. There you go. Zap them through oblivion.
Wow, there's something dead out here. Ugh.
I can't believe you showed me a picture of mosquito bites.
You can't believe what, sir?
Nothing. What is that noise?
I don't know.
That was me.
What happened to Thorzix?
I'm right here.
Oh. So anyway,
I cleaned the lens on my camera. That's what I did. So anyway, yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same, my friend. That's just the way it is. I mean, we won the Cold War against the evil Soviet Union, but now we have another Cold War going with the Chinese. So monopolists are going to make money. That's just the way they are. They're going to keep us in fear. They're going to say that this country's out to get us, and we're going to have to go right back up. More things change, the more they say the same. And you know what? You can't believe everything you hear. They said we outspent the Russians. We outspent the Soviet Union. And that's the reason why the Soviet Union fell. Well, not really. The Soviet Union had loans, is what it was, and they had to pay on their loans. So what they discovered in the Soviet Union is that they were sitting on the biggest oil reserve in the world, and they tapped into that. So what they did is they moved all their national debt over and backed it up with that oil. And as soon as the Saudi Arabians found that out, they dropped the price of oil. I mean, it was like $18 a barrel, and then it went down to $2 a barrel. So as soon as that happened, and and Saudi Arabia outproduced them, then all that debt that they backed with their oil, everything, their whole country collapsed after that, because they had Chernobyl, they had all kinds of state, social health and welfare programs that were in the red line. They had the whole 9 yards, and they also had loans with the United States. Now, the United States turned around and told the Soviet Union at that time, said, "Hey, the banks want their money. When are you going to make a payment?" Well, they didn't have any money to back it up. They didn't have any currency to back it up. So that's what happened to the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union fell because they basically went broke. They had too many things happen at the wrong time. And you can't always
like a divorce.
Huh?
Said it kind
What
of
was
sounds
that?
like a divorce.
Yeah, and it's basically the same thing. It's all about the condition you're in when you're going into that sort of trouble, and that's exactly what happened to the Soviet Union. But everybody wants to feel patriotic about it. Oh, Reagan outspent them. We outspent them. No, we didn't outspend them. We just didn't pay their loans off. We didn't extend their loans. We didn't let them roll over their loans. Nobody did. They said, "We want our payment." And they were pulling out lint out of their pockets. That's the only thing they had. So that's what happened to them. They didn't have any money to take care of the all the nuclear stuff they had up there on their on the Arctic coast. All that stuff was just sitting there on the beach, and it needed to go through deactivation and cut up. They didn't even have money to do that. So. But that was back in in the early 90s, mid 90s, when they started rebuilding their country as the Russian, Federation. And,
very late 80s.
Yeah, well, no, the Russian Federation didn't happen until after 1992. That's when they took the flag down. That's when the Soviet Union actually fell, and the Russian Federation took over after that. That's when Brezhnev. That's when Brezhnev came. No, not Brezhnev. Yeltsin? Boris Yeltsin. He took over after what's his name?
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev. Yeah. So the more things change, the more they stay the same, and we're going to be right back in it with the Chinese. We're going to be producing all kinds of new weapon systems and all kinds of stuff. We're going to get right back into a Cold War. After all these years, they've been telling us we can't afford it. We can't afford, our military. We can't afford this. Nah, don't believe it. Don't believe any of that. Monopolists. It's all about making money. It's not whether or not we're defending ourselves anymore. It's whether or not I can make money at it. And I hate to say it, the Chinese are doing the same thing. The Chinese are doing the exact same thing. The people that are profiting from building their military up are the people that are, they're the ones that are benefiting from it. The people aren't, and that's just the way it is in the United States as well, and the Russians now, because the Russians are starting to build their military back up. So this world is spinning around and around and around circles, dude.
Well, I like the new DOJ thing with the Chinese students that just happened. So that was good. What did that 2 days ago?
What'd they do?
Chinese students over here, basically spies, stuff like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
they now they're on their ass, and how do I say this right? They're onto them now. So it's going to be deport, no more of this shit.
Good. Go back home.
They
Get your,
announced that. What was it today? Yesterday or the day before? They announced that the DOJ did, I think. So another good thing, because we have too much of that going on. Who knows what they're putting in water and
Still
stuff.
like to see it happen.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't want to get down the negative road, but they've been caught bringing stuff over here to, screw with our water and everything. So anyway,
the thing we got to worry about is all the shit they manufacture, all the
I'm
cameras.
getting ready to go to bed too.
what was that, Pat?
Oh, the Chinese make all the printers and the cameras and all this consumer stuff, the air fryer, your toaster, and those can be remote controlled to catch fire. All of them.
Yeah, it's like the pager thing. That happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know. But yeah, we should check all that stuff. I've often wondered how much damage they could do just by people buying on Amazon or eBay or whatever store. How much damage they could do like in 1 year if no one was checking the stuff.
Oh, they do it in one night. Every laser printer in the country would catch fire all at once. Every security camera that's up in the rafters on fire. And if the laser printer didn't get you, maybe it would be the hand dryer blower in the men's bathroom is going to catch fire on the same night. No, all them little monitors,
It was all over.
TVs. Yeah,
Well,
it's all.
yeah. What made
After
me
it was
think
all
about it,
over, they would say, "There you go, you fat American." Yeah.
but what made me think about it is the Chinese battery I put in this laptop here, and you were telling me they purposely did it so it wouldn't jive with the device. And sure enough, ever since you told me that, when I started the chat, it said I have no battery detected. And then I have 200. Here we go. I'll be back. Then I have 255%. And then it says right now I have nothing when I know I do.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Jim disappeared. I think he had to answer the phone or something. You guys can hear me okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Because last time my mic wasn't working very good.
No, loud and clear, brother.
Oh, Hobby's Hobo brings up a big point, her Canadian brother. They are just loaded. China runs Canada right now, and people don't throw them out.
Yes, they do. Yep.
But,
Yes, they do.
the nothing but spies.
Getting killed by a doorbell would suck. He's not wrong.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember. I worked in El Monte, which is light manufacturing for the military aerospace. So like Northrop Grumman, yeah, they get the $1 billion contract, but they subcontract all the little parts out to little mom and pop machine shops. El Monte was full of it. And the only manufacturer of aircraft drop tanks for the Air Force and Navy was in El Monte. And the Chinese built a 9-story east-west bank looking straight down on it, right next door.
I love
So they had to bulldoze the place because that's how it goes.
Pat, to prove my point, since we started Chinese, boom, I just got blanked out by the battery that said it wasn't there, but it is there.
Well, don't piss off your Chinese minder.
Well, and now I should wear a face mask. I could get blown up at any minute, like the pager thing.
Make sure it's an M95 face mask. That stops everything.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Now that they become an industrial nation, and all the people have left the farm and all that, and they're all working in the city, and they're all working for these factories, making all these parts, toasters, and everything else. Well, I got something else to say about that. They're going to get to a retirement age, and they're going to want their checks, and that's going to break the bank because there's no retirement plan for those people over there in China, and they're going to have a big problem.
Yeah, they're kind of living off on the edge anyway. Yeah, so they're gonna do the expand too much, get in trouble thing like happens over and over. Anyway, oh, Lord.
Yes.
I'm gonna suck down one more cigarette and I'm going to bed, guys.
All right, Cal.
You take care of those 2 mosquito bites, won't you?
I thought you'd get a kick out of that, Jim.
I did. Yeah.
My vicious German Shepherd attacked me while I was playing with her at the pool.
Oh.
Anyway, she's a good girl. You just got her a little excited. You know, dogs get excited. And then they do dog things. And one of them is bite.
Jim, I've done worse to myself by dropping a pair of fingernail clippers on my hand. She knew what she was doing, and she went, oops, my bad. Hey, Daddy, how you?
Where's that? Oh, show that. See that bandage? I had a mole on my arm. I couldn't stand it. I ripped it right off yesterday. Ripped it off. I was going to use vinegar, but I just ripped that sucker right off. Came off clean like a razor blade. So there's that. I got the bandage to prove.
My sister, the doctor, likes to come over to my house and cut skin tags off of me.
Hey, skin tags. I'm glad I don't have those. Those are gross. Yeah.
It's not very often, but she does. It hurts worse when she gives me the shot to deaden it. And I'm like, just cut it off.
You know, it brings up a point. My son, I wish I had it right here. He bought a out the front knife, you know, Bloody Mary, little guy. But the neat thing about this thing is it has surgical blades on it. So it's got a reinforced insert, and you can change your scalpels. Okay?
Yeah, by some X-Acto knives or whatever.
No, it's about this long, but it's thin like a razor blade. And what supports it is the outer piece, and they're interchangeable, so you can replace the blades. And that thing is like a surgeon's knife.
Gotcha.
It's kind of neat. You know, I haven't seen anything like that on a Bloody Mary or out the front, whatever you want to call them.
Right.
It's pretty cool. It's a damn scalpel, a long scalpel, but it's sturdy because it's reinforced. And you replace it just like your utility knives. Yeah. Pretty damn cool. And it was cheap. Just Jeff is still here.
He's like me. It's getting late, but he probably doesn't work tomorrow.
Well, thanks for coming on, Kyle. Glad you did.
Yeah, I just wanted to cut up with you about my vicious German Shepherd attack. I might go get her tested for rabies tomorrow. I don't know.
Oh, geez. She's not going to like that.
I thought you would get a kick out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you should get tested for rabies. You're going to love that one. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah, go ahead and cut my head off. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, I have to go to work tomorrow. Fuck, let's do it right now. Oh,
yeah, go ask Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, go ask Ozzy Osbourne when he bit the bat.
I'm sorry, language. My bad. I apologize to the general people on this chat.
What did you say wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
All right, and with that, I'm going to let y'all go. Good night, guys. Love y'all, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Poof.
Yeah. See you later.
Good night, Kyle. Yeah.
Hey, I was going to say one thing. If you get the runaround, if you call the phone number for, say, your internet service or whatever, and you get the runaround, you keep getting this, press 5, press 4, always pick the one that says to make a payment, press this one, guaranteed, boom, you'll be right there. Somebody will be talking to you. I mean, within 30 seconds, somebody's going to pick up that phone and take your money. Guaranteed. But if you press, for all other questions, press 5. You press 5, you're going to be on there for hours. Nobody's going to pick up that phone. Yeah. So always use the option to make a payment. Always use that option, and they will pick right up every time.
Yep. And then I'll say, I want to speak to an American, So. Anyway, in the long run, all kinds of crap's going on, but don't stress out. That's the worst thing for you. Just, you know, there's no reason to stress out over stuff you can't control as one person. So be happy the best you can. That's my advice. You'll add a couple years. Hell, I stress about the garbage now. So there. I was so sick of taking the garbage into the can. I thought, why don't you make a chute that I just let it run into the garbage can with the chute, remote control lid, shuts, boom, garbage fixed. So I don't have to walk down the stairs. Is that bad or what? Is that when you get too hermity?
Yeah. Well, you're right, Jim. Don't get stressed out. Don't get stressed out.
Yeah, I did.
Well, it isn't worth it. And I'll tell you why. This is what people forget. You are, other than spiritually, I'm just talking in the flesh. You are born into a dead end. It's going to end a certain way, and that's with you dying. If you stress out in between here and there and cause nothing but problems to come into your life because of that stress, well, that's kind of defeating the purpose. You're already been born into a losing deal. So, don't let other things push you into the grave. You're already going to go there.
The old phrase, life sucks and then you die.
Yep.
Or there's only a few things in this world you can count on is death and taxes. So why just be happy, make the best of it. If you can't control it yourself right now on the spot, don't worry about it.
Yeah, you got handed a dead end right from the beginning. So don't stress out about it. Don't let other people to jump on you and start making you stressed because it's bullshit. They're going to end up in the same boat as you.
My advice is be happy and laugh every day as much as you can. Even sometimes it's really bad, It's just no other way.
So my garbage story is I get here, the garbage can's full in the garage, and it's been there for 2 months.
Oh.
So I got to wait till Tuesday to take the can out, get the can out. Sylvia's grinding my ass about, did you clean the freezer out yet? Did you clean the freezer out? I can't clean the freezer out because I don't have any room in the can.
No garbage.
So
Yeah.
now I got room in the can, and garbage day is Tuesday, and it's getting close enough, even at 100 degrees. 2-3 days, that'll be fine.
Mm.
So I'll be cleaning the freezer out tonight.
Hopefully you got some Febreze you can spray inside the can. That'll help. That stuff covers smell good.
That was the one thing that used to get on my case. I mean, that used to just drive me crazy at work. Is they'd have somebody come by and they'd have a bunch of paperwork, for different, job orders and whatever, and they would be thumbing through it while they're talking to you. Well, if they don't need it, they'd throw it in your garbage can. And so it's like, here you got your garbage can next to your desk, and you look over there and it's full. And it's like, as soon as they started to throw stuff in my garbage can, I'd say, whoa. Our relationship isn't that you're going to show up, fill my garbage can up, and then leave. Okay? That's not the way it works here. You find some other garbage can to throw that stuff in. It used to make me so mad.
That was the British, not our drone, not our Navy drone. The British cheaped out, got a Chinese camera. And they all have back doors.
Mm.
They're lucky it didn't sink.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Is spying in the U.S. I think we got to concentrate on that a lot, but there's so much crap to deal with. I mean, how much can you do, especially with the press on your ass, the media, and all kinds of other crap you got to deal with. So,
well, spying has been going on forever. It's been going on forever.
Oh yeah, way more sophisticated.
You can read the Bible. You can read in the Bible. Read the Bible.
Yeah.
Even Joshua, he sent men out to spy on an area before he went down there and wiped it out. Yeah. So spying's been going on forever.
But it's just like 100 times better with modern technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is for all time, 2,000 years worth, we'd hang them. It's just recently we don't hang spies.
Mm-hmm.
The Walkers and all those people that went and sold us down the river during the Cold War, they were taking all the encrypted materials and selling it to the Russians. They should have just took those guys out and just shot them. You know what I mean? Just publicly shot them. They're traitors to our country. They sold us down the river for money. That was it.
They should have thrown a couple life jackets into the water behind the aircraft carrier and thrown them off. Said, "Here, swim home."
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Norfolk is about 2,000 miles that way. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, I can see it coming with the British Navy. The British Navy, anything in Britain as far as the military is concerned, they don't spend what they need to on their military. They're not upkeeping their military. It's the same thing with Canada. They're vulnerable, and their vulnerability is that they don't have the money to spend on it.
Oh, they're spending money, but what is the quote? They have more admirals than ships.
Oh, I mean,
That's
in
where
the
they're
British? Yeah, the British. Yeah,
The British have more admirals than ships, so that's where they're spending the money.
yeah.
Just like
that's what-
here,
top heavy.
yeah, about half the Pentagon can go.
Well, it's kind of like a big ship out in the ocean. You only see the superstructure. You only see what's above the water. If you start taking, from that's down below the water line, sooner or later the whole thing's going to capsize, and that's what's happening to the British. That's exactly what's happening to the British. They don't have enough support from down below to keep the superstructure above the water.
And the Canadians, the Canadian Air Force.
Yeah,
If you ever want to read a comedy, the Canadian Air Force. Their jets are timed out. The Trudeau didn't know what to do. They don't have a pipeline of pilots. They're in a slow motion train wreck.
Well, the complement. Okay, you have a squadron that's on the aircraft carrier. You have a squadron that is in for maintenance, and then you have the squadron that's going into maintenance. Okay, so you have a whole circle there of squadrons going to an aircraft carrier. Two aircraft carriers complements of aircraft has more aircraft than the Canadian military. Their whole country doesn't. I mean, their whole country. So they don't have a huge air force.
Well, their problem is they're flying not the new F-8 Super Hornets. They're flying the original Hornets.
Yeah,
and they're all
They got 'em
timing
on
out, and they haven't ordered new ones. And
Yeah.
so if they plunk down hard cash today, they'd get to the end of the line. It'd be 7 years to get new planes. Nah, they're done.
Well, with all those countries, they have social health and welfare programs and benefits for their people, and that's what they spend the money on. They don't spend it on the military. So, I mean, that's just the way it is, And I'm not finding fault with them. I think that it's great, that they have, such good health care benefits and retirement benefits and things like that. However, it comes from somewhere, and it's coming from the security of your country. And I feel for most Americans feel that Canada and Great Britain and Western Europe, they've just been relying on the United States to defend them all these years. We've been flipping the bill for them and doing the heavy lifting. And, I don't know what else to say. Catch us up to them.
I think they're just a little ahead of us here in California. We're right on the edge in California where there's so much fraud and it costs so much to live there, not to support the poor, needy, homeless. No, to support the people that are supporting the homeless. And there's no more money left. And
I didn't want to.
Look where I live.
That Paramount, part of Hollywood, and everything is leaving because of the taxing on billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Jim can back me up on this. Look where I live. I live in the Union of Social Socialists of Washington State.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Do you live in Seattle or outside of Seattle?
I live outside of Seattle. I live about 20 miles west of Seattle, across the Puget Sound. I'm on the other side of the Puget.
That Seattle mayor it's so fucked.
I love it, Pat. I love it when you start talking about the cities and how corrupt they are, how it goes all the way down to the garbage. The guy, the street sweeper, how he's in on it too. You know what I mean? It's crazy. If people want to take a look at the way corruption works, just look at your city. Look at your city. Just look at your city. Look at how corrupt it becomes. Taxation without having to ever show any real product for it.
All right. So we were talking about Chinese spies. I'm in North Las Vegas right now. The city manager for North Las Vegas is a commie Chinese spy. Cut, dry, period. And, that's how it is. Chinese bought her in.
Yep.
And the Chinese are, big cities they're getting into city government right now. But, full on commie.
I don't know. What gets me is they want to tax billionaires and they all leave these states. What's going to happen to the money, and the businesses that leave with them? So,
it's already too late, Jim.
They just shoot themselves. They're gnawing their own feet off or their own arms off. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. But there you go. Texas is getting a lot of people lately. But
Yeah.
yeah, Texas, yeah, they're getting overwhelmed because of the taxes and everything. So yeah.
That Seattle tax was the big one. They had a payroll tax on millionaires. If you were a company and you paid an employee $1 million, you got an extra 5% tax. So, $20,000 went to the state on top of the $1 million you had to pay your employee. So all you had to do is move across the river, and you'd save all sorts of money. And so the commercial property vacancies in Seattle are crazy right now. The Starbucks is even leaving.
Yep.
Mhm.
Boeing.
Yeah, and they're not backing off either, which
No,
you would
Boeing.
someone would ask. You would think they'd realize, wait a minute, we're screwing up here. No, they're just bumping at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's going to implode.
Oh, it's too late. I mean, the debt's already so high. The retirement accounts are already so high. There isn't enough money to pay for what's already spent. It's just a short matter of time, unless inflation goes crazy. That's the only thing that'll save them. If we had Zimbabwe or Weimar Republic inflation, where you're heating your home with dollars because that's all it's worth.
Yeah. It's only worth the paper to burn it.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, man, we can't solve all the problems in the world. The one thing though is that people just stop being responsible for themselves. You know what I mean? And they start relying on the state, and the next thing you know, they're giving up their freedoms. They're selling out their freedoms for some sort of security. That's the reason why we don't get involved with Iran. Yeah, those people want their freedom, but you know what? They're willing to sacrifice their freedom for security. That's the reason why they didn't do anything about the regime that was running them in the first place. So that's the reason why we don't trust them. That's the reason why we don't help them, is because they are going to trade whatever freedom we give them for security, and they'll go to our adversary countries that we don't get along with to get support. That's just the way it is. We found that out in South America. We found it out in South Africa.
When I was a kid, the bristles off the wire brush on the street sweeper made the best lock-picking tension bars. And so,
oh my gosh! I thought they were like the broom brushes. The brown broom, push broom brushes. Type.
no, they're steel. They're steel. They're about 1/4 inch wide, thin. They're steel bristles.
Mm. I don't know. I'm sorry, Jeff. You never got your dream job. It's a street sweeper. The thing is, no one bugs you. They do it at night, right? They do it at night. No one bothers you.
Oh, bastards. It's a scam where I live. It's like they pick the most inconvenient hours, and the meter maid is right behind him for the guy who doesn't move his car in time for the $120 ticket. Pays for the whole thing. Pays for the meter maid, pays for the sweeper. I've had him come by. It's dirtier when the street sweeper comes by than it was before. And it's a scam.
Yeah. Stay out of the city. I'd like to get rid of Salt Lake City. That would be awesome.
I'd like to get rid of Seattle. That'd be awesome. And Olympia as well.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, guys, should we cut her down? What do we got? 2.5 hours?
I'm ready to jump off. I've had a hard day.
Pat, what about you? You got potatoes to eat?
I got potatoes. They're sitting in the oven right now. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to have chili baked potatoes.
Yeah, baby. I'm
You need to
hungry.
do a video cooking with Pat. Cooking with Pat. You need to do a video.
Oh, we've got the video. There's one of my videos is Willie on the way to Uncle Jim's. I made him filet mignon with a mushroom pan sauce.
Oh, cool.
I'll have to go find that one. And you can do some new videos and then have the birds as taste testers.
Well, the birds are back in LA and they're giving Sylvia a really hard time. Oh, it's great. You know, she was like, I ain't gonna feed you little bastards first thing in the morning. And they're pissed at her when she comes home. Oh, it's bad. You know, if we could only translate the cursing that goes on when she comes home.
Wait. Okay. One of the best job parking lot booth. It's like call Saul. Okay. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Everyone in the
All right.
site chat, love y'all. Thanks for hanging in with us, and we'll see you next week. And everyone that came on to the chat, I want to thank you guys too.
Yeah.
So, shall we do the afoof? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We can.
Okay, let me find the afoof button. All right. On 3. Love y'all. Until next time.